Comparison between the Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book. The Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book are two Japanese literary works that offer powerful insights into the lives and experiences of women in ancient Japan. While both works are similar in their focus on the experiences of women, they differ in their style, structure, and tone, providing unique perspectives on the lives of women in Japan's feudal era. The Confessions of Lady Nijo is a memoir written by Lady Nijo, a Japanese noblewoman who lived during the 13th century. The memoir is a personal account of Lady Nijo's life, including her experiences as a courtesan and as a mistress to the Emperor Go-Fukakusa. The memoir is notable for its frank and honest portrayal of Lady Nijo's experiences, including her struggles with love, loss, and betrayal. The Pillow Book, on the other hand, is a collection of diary entries and essays written by Sei Shonagon, a Japanese court lady who lived during the 10th and 11th centuries. The book is structured around a series of observations and musings on various aspects of life at court, including fashion, poetry, and court etiquette. The book is notable for its lyrical prose, its humor, and its focus on the everyday experiences of women at court. One of the key differences between the two works is their tone. The Confessions of Lady Nijo is a deeply personal and introspective memoir that explores the emotional struggles and challenges faced by Lady Nijo. The memoir is marked by a sense of sadness and melancholy, as Lady Nijo reflects on the betrayals and disappointments that have shaped her life. In contrast, The Pillow Book is a more light-hearted and humorous work that focuses on the small and often overlooked aspects of life at court. Sei Shonagon's observations are often witty and satirical, and the book is marked by a sense of playfulness and irreverence. Another key difference between the two works is their structure. The Confessions of Lady Nijo is a linear narrative that follows Lady Nijo's life from childhood to old age. The memoir is divided into chapters that correspond to different phases of Lady Nijo's life, and the narrative is marked by a sense of progression and development. In contrast, The Pillow Book is a more loosely structured work that is organized around a series of thematic sections. The book is marked by a sense of fragmentation and discontinuity, as Sei Shonagon moves between different topics and ideas without a clear sense of narrative progression. Despite these differences, both the Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book offer powerful insights into the lives and experiences of women in ancient Japan. Both works explore the challenges and struggles faced by women in a patriarchal society, and both works offer a nuanced and complex portrayal of the lives of women at court. Whether through Lady Nijo's personal reflections on love and betrayal or Sei Shonagon's observations on court life and etiquette, both works offer a powerful and unique perspective on the experiences of women in feudal Japan. In conclusion, The Confessions of Lady Nijo and The Pillow Book are two important works of Japanese literature that offer fascinating insights into the lives and experiences of women in ancient Japan. While the two works differ in their style, structure, and tone, both offer powerful and nuanced portrayals of the challenges and struggles faced by women in a patriarchal society. Whether through Lady Nijo's personal reflections or Sei Shonagon's observations on court life, both works offer a valuable and illuminating perspective on the lives of women in feudal Japan that continues to resonate with readers today. Another key difference between the Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book is their focus on different aspects of women's lives in Japan's feudal era. Lady Nijo's memoir provides a detailed and personal account of her experiences as a courtesan and mistress, shedding light on the often exploitative and oppressive conditions faced by women in these roles. The memoir also explores the challenges faced by women in navigating the complex social and political landscape of feudal Japan, where power and privilege were reserved for men. In contrast, the Pillow Book offers a broader and more diverse perspective on the lives of women at court. Sei Shonagon's essays and observations cover a wide range of topics, from fashion and poetry to court gossip and politics. Through her writing, Sei Shonagon offers a glimpse into the everyday experiences of women at court, and provides a powerful commentary on the social and cultural norms of the time. The book is notable for its focus on the small and often overlooked details of court life, which Sei Shonagon elevates to the level of art through her lyrical and evocative prose. Despite their differences, both the Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book offer valuable insights into the lives and experiences of women in ancient Japan. Both works challenge traditional notions of women's roles and identities, and offer a nuanced and complex portrayal of the challenges and struggles faced by women in a patriarchal society. Whether through Lady Nijo's personal reflections or Sei Shonagon's observations on court life, both works offer a powerful and illuminating perspective on the lives of women in feudal Japan, and serve as a testament to the resilience and strength of women throughout history. In conclusion, The Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book are two important works of Japanese literature that offer valuable insights into the lives and experiences of women in ancient Japan. Despite their differences in style, structure, and focus, both works challenge traditional notions of women's roles and identities, and offer a nuanced and complex portrayal of the challenges and struggles faced by women in a patriarchal society. Whether through Lady Nijo's personal reflections or Sei Shonagon's observations on court life, both works serve as powerful and illuminating testaments to the resilience and strength of women throughout history, and continue to resonate with readers today. Another key difference between the Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book is their use of literary techniques. Lady Nijo's memoir is written in a straightforward and confessional style, with a focus on personal reflection and emotional honesty. The memoir is notable for its use of imagery and symbolism, which effectively convey Lady Nijo's emotional state and the complexities of her experiences. By contrast, the Pillow Book is written in a more poetic and lyrical style, with a focus on sensory description and evocative language. Sei Shonagon's use of metaphors, similes, and other literary devices creates a vivid and immersive portrait of life at court, and adds a layer of depth and complexity to her observations and reflections. Another important difference between the two works is their reception and legacy. While both works are considered important works of Japanese literature, the Pillow Book is generally considered to be the more influential and widely read of the two. The book has been translated into numerous languages and has inspired countless writers and artists over the centuries, attesting to its enduring appeal and relevance. The Confessions of Lady Nijo, by contrast, has received less critical attention and is less well known outside of Japan. However, the memoir's frank and honest portrayal of Lady Nijo's experiences has earned it a place as an important and powerful work of feminist literature. Despite their differences, both the Confessions of Lady Nijo and the Pillow Book offer valuable insights into the lives and experiences of women in ancient Japan. Through their personal reflections, observations, and literary techniques, both works challenge traditional notions of women's roles and identities, and offer a nuanced and complex portrayal of the challenges and struggles faced by women in a patriarchal society.
Literary works by Chinese-Japanese authors, including those by authors such as Gao Xingjian and Ken Liu. Japanese literature has a rich and varied history, with influences from a wide range of cultures and traditions. One of the most fascinating aspects of Japanese literature is its connection to Chinese literature, and the ways in which Japanese writers have drawn on Chinese literary traditions to create works that are uniquely Japanese. In this article, we will explore some of the most significant works of Japanese literature by Chinese-Japanese authors, including Gao Xingjian and Ken Liu. Gao Xingjian was born in China in 1940, and later became a French citizen. He is perhaps best known for his novel Soul Mountain, which won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2000. The novel tells the story of a man who sets out on a journey to explore the remote regions of China and to discover the spiritual essence of his country. Soul Mountain is notable for its experimental style, which blends elements of fiction, memoir, and travelogue. The novel is divided into two main sections, with the first section consisting of a series of loosely connected vignettes and the second section focusing on the protagonist's journey through the mountains. Throughout the novel, Gao Xingjian explores themes such as identity, memory, and spirituality, and uses his own experiences and observations to create a deeply personal and reflective work of literature. Another Chinese-Japanese author who has made significant contributions to Japanese literature is Ken Liu. Liu was born in China in 1976, but moved to the United States at a young age. He is best known for his science fiction and fantasy writing, and is the author of several award-winning books, including The Paper Menagerie and Other Stories. The Paper Menagerie and Other Stories is a collection of short stories that explores themes such as identity, culture, and the immigrant experience. The title story, The Paper Menagerie, is particularly notable for its exploration of the relationship between a Chinese mother and her American-born son, and for its use of magical realism to explore the themes of identity and belonging. In addition to his fiction writing, Ken Liu has also made significant contributions to the translation of Chinese literature into English. He is the translator of several works by Chinese authors, including The Three-Body Problem by Liu Cixin, which won the Hugo Award for Best Novel in 2015. Liu's translation work has helped to bring Chinese literature to a wider audience, and has helped to demonstrate the richness and diversity of Chinese literary traditions. Overall, the works of Gao Xingjian and Ken Liu represent some of the most significant contributions to Japanese literature by Chinese-Japanese authors. These authors have drawn on their own experiences and observations to create works that are deeply personal and reflective, and that explore themes such as identity, memory, culture, and spirituality. Through their writing, Gao Xingjian and Ken Liu have helped to create a bridge between Chinese and Japanese literary traditions, and have demonstrated the richness and complexity of both cultures. Their contributions to Japanese literature serve as a testament to the power of literature to transcend cultural boundaries and to create connections between people from different backgrounds and traditions. Another notable Chinese-Japanese author who has made significant contributions to Japanese literature is Yoko Tawada. Tawada was born in Tokyo in 1960, but has lived in Germany since 1982. She writes in both Japanese and German, and is known for her experimental style and her exploration of themes such as identity, language, and cultural difference. One of Tawada's most well-known works is the novel The Emissary, which won the National Book Award for Translated Literature in 2018. The novel is set in a dystopian future Japan where the population has been decimated by a mysterious disease, and follows the story of a young boy named Ma-mei and his great-grandfather Yoshiro as they navigate this new world. The Emissary is notable for its use of language and its exploration of the relationship between language and identity. Tawada uses a combination of Japanese and German in the novel, and explores the ways in which language can both connect and separate people from different cultures and backgrounds. Another notable work by Tawada is the novel Memoirs of a Polar Bear, which tells the story of 3 generations of polar bears who are able to communicate with humans. The novel is notable for its use of magical realism and its exploration of themes such as identity, memory, and human-animal relationships. Through her writing, Tawada has helped to expand the boundaries of Japanese literature and to demonstrate the richness and diversity of the Japanese literary tradition. Her works explore themes that are universal and relevant to readers from all cultures and backgrounds, and demonstrate the power of literature to transcend cultural boundaries and to create connections between people from different parts of the world. In conclusion, the works of Gao Xingjian, Ken Liu, and Yoko Tawada represent some of the most significant contributions to Japanese literature by Chinese-Japanese authors. These authors have drawn on their own experiences and observations to create works that are deeply personal and reflective, and that explore themes such as identity, memory, culture, and spirituality. Their contributions to Japanese literature demonstrate the power of literature to transcend cultural boundaries and to create connections between people from different backgrounds and traditions. Moreover, they have expanded the boundaries of Japanese literature and helped to demonstrate the richness and diversity of the Japanese literary tradition. Another Chinese-Japanese author who has left a significant mark on Japanese literature is Banana Yoshimoto. Born in Tokyo in 1964, Yoshimoto rose to fame in the late 1980s with her debut novel Kitchen. Kitchen is a coming-of-age story about a young woman named Mikage who is struggling to find her place in the world after the death of her grandmother. The novel explores themes such as grief, love, and connection, and is notable for its spare, elegant prose. Yoshimoto's writing style is characterized by its simplicity and its emphasis on emotion and observation. Her works often explore themes such as family, love, and loss, and use language to create a sense of intimacy and connection with her readers. Another notable work by Yoshimoto is the novel The Lake, which tells the story of a young woman named Chihiro who returns to her hometown after the death of her mother. The novel explores themes such as memory, grief, and the passage of time, and is notable for its use of magical realism to create a sense of otherworldliness and mystery. Through her writing, Yoshimoto has helped to redefine the boundaries of Japanese literature and to demonstrate the power of language to create emotional connections between people from different cultures and backgrounds. Her works explore themes that are universal and relevant to readers from all parts of the world, and demonstrate the power of literature to create a sense of empathy and understanding between people. In addition to her literary works, Yoshimoto has also been an important voice in Japanese popular culture. She has written essays on a wide range of topics, including fashion, food, and music, and has been a frequent contributor to Japanese magazines and newspapers. Overall, the works of Banana Yoshimoto represent some of the most significant contributions to Japanese literature by Chinese-Japanese authors. Her spare, elegant prose and her exploration of themes such as family, love, and loss have helped to redefine the boundaries of Japanese literature and to demonstrate the power of language to create emotional connections between people from different cultures and backgrounds.
The development of the comic genre through Dragon Balls. The genre of manga and anime has been a dominant cultural force in Japan for decades, with countless iconic series capturing the imaginations of fans around the world. One of the most beloved and enduring of these series is Dragon Ball, created by Akira Toriyama in 1984. Over the course of its long and storied history, Dragon Ball has not only become one of the most successful and influential manga and anime series of all time, but it has also played a key role in the development and evolution of the genre as a whole. When Dragon Ball was first released in 1984, it was met with immediate acclaim from fans and critics alike. The series followed the adventures of Goku, a young boy with incredible strength and martial arts skills, as he journeyed through a fantastical world filled with powerful enemies and ancient artifacts. Along the way, Goku was joined by a colorful cast of characters, including his best friend Krillin, the inventor Bulma, and the shape-shifting pig Oolong. With its dynamic action scenes, intricate world building, and compelling characters, Dragon Ball quickly became a cultural phenomenon in Japan, and helped to establish the shonen manga genre as a dominant force in Japanese popular culture. As the series progressed, it continued to evolve and develop, with Toriyama introducing new characters, settings, and storylines that expanded the scope and depth of the Dragon Ball universe. One of the most significant of these developments was the introduction of the Scions, a race of powerful warriors from outer space who would become central to the series' ongoing narrative. The Scions, led by the ruthless and cunning Vegeta, were a formidable and intimidating presence, and their arrival marked a dramatic shift in the series' tone and style. Another key development in the series was the introduction of the Dragon Balls themselves, the mystical orbs that would become the central focus of the series' plot. The Dragon Balls, which could be used to summon a powerful dragon capable of granting wishes, were a powerful and mysterious force, and their inclusion in the series helped to establish Dragon Ball as a unique and distinctive work of science fiction and fantasy. Over the years, Dragon Ball has continued to evolve and develop, with Toriyama introducing new characters, plot lines, and themes that have helped to keep the series fresh and engaging for new generations of fans. The series has also spawned numerous spin-offs, movies, and video games, each building on the rich and complex world that Toriyama first created in 1984. Today, Dragon Ball remains one of the most beloved and iconic manga and anime series of all time, and its influence can be seen in countless other works in the genre. Its impact on the development and evolution of manga and anime cannot be overstated. And it continues to inspire and captivate fans around the world with its dynamic action scenes, richly drawn characters, and complex and engaging storylines. In conclusion, Dragon Ball is a true cultural phenomenon, and its impact on the development and evolution of the manga and anime genres cannot be overstated. From its humble beginnings in 1984 to its current status as a beloved and iconic series, Dragon Ball has captured the imaginations of fans around the world with its dynamic action scenes, intricate world building, and compelling characters. Whether through its impact on the shonen manga genre, its introduction of new themes and plot lines, or its enduring legacy in popular culture, Dragon Ball remains a powerful and influential work of art that continues to inspire and captivate fans of all ages. One of the most significant ways in which Dragon Ball has contributed to the development of the manga and anime genres is through its emphasis on character development and growth. Throughout the series, Toriyama has taken great care to develop and flesh out his characters, giving them distinct personalities, motivations, and backstories that help to make them feel real and relatable. This emphasis on character development has had a profound impact on the genre as a whole, influencing countless other series and helping to establish the importance of well-rounded and complex characters in manga and anime. Another important aspect of Dragon Ball that has helped to shape the genre is its use of humor and comedy. Despite its intense action scenes and complex plot lines, Dragon Ball has always had a strong comedic element, with Toriyama using humor to lighten the mood and add levity to the series. This use of comedy has helped to make Dragon Ball more accessible and appealing to a wider audience, and has helped to establish the importance of humor and lightheartedness in manga and anime. In addition to its influence on character development and humor, Dragon Ball has also made significant contributions to the genre through its use of themes and motifs. One of the most prominent of these themes is the idea of power and strength, which is central to the series' plot and characters. Throughout the series, characters are constantly striving to become stronger and more powerful, with the ultimate goal of becoming the strongest fighter in the world. This emphasis on power and strength has helped to establish the importance of these themes in manga and anime, and has influenced countless other series in the genre. Finally, Dragon Ball has also had a significant impact on the visual style and aesthetics of manga and anime. Toriyama's distinctive art style, with its bold lines, exaggerated features, and dynamic action scenes, has become iconic in the genre, and has helped to establish the visual language of manga and anime as we know it today. The series' use of bright colors, intricate designs, and detailed backgrounds has also been influential, helping to establish the importance of visual storytelling in manga and anime. In conclusion, Dragon Ball is a seminal work in the manga and anime genres, and its impact on the development and evolution of these genres cannot be overstated. Through its emphasis on character development, humor, themes, and aesthetics, Dragon Ball has helped to shape the genre in countless ways, inspiring and influencing countless other works of art. Whether through its iconic characters, intense action scenes, or unique visual style, Dragon Ball remains a powerful and enduring work of art that continues to capture the imaginations of fans around the world. Another important aspect of Dragon Ball that has contributed to the development of the manga and anime genres is its use of world building and mythology. From the very beginning, Toriyama created a rich and complex world for his characters to inhabit, filled with fantastical creatures, ancient artifacts, and powerful forces that shape the course of the narrative. The Dragon Balls themselves, with their ability to summon a powerful dragon capable of granting wishes, were a central part of this world building, and helped to establish the series as a unique and distinctive work of science fiction and fantasy. In addition to its world building, Dragon Ball has also made significant contributions to the genre through its use of storytelling techniques and narrative structures. One of the most notable of these techniques is the use of tournament arcs, in which characters compete against one another in a series of battles to determine who is the strongest. These tournament arcs have become a hallmark of the shonen manga genre, and have been used in countless other series to great effect. Another important narrative structure used in Dragon Ball is the concept of power escalation, in which characters become progressively stronger and more powerful over the course of the series. This power escalation has become a defining characteristic of the shonen manga genre, and has been used in countless other series to create tension and excitement. Finally, Dragon Ball has also had a significant impact on the genre through its use of social commentary and political themes. While the series is primarily a work of science fiction and fantasy, it also deals with issues of power, politics. Love and Survival in Life of Pi by Jan Martel. Jan Martel's Life of Pi is a novel that explores the themes of love and survival through the story of a young Indian boy named Pi Patel who is stranded on a lifeboat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker. The novel begins with Pi's childhood in India, where he is raised in a zoo by his parents who are both zoologists. Pi is a curious and adventurous child who is fascinated by religion and spirituality, and he eventually converts to Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam. When Pi is 16, his family decides to move to Canada, and they board a cargo ship along with their zoo animals. However, the ship sinks in a storm, and Pi is the only survivor who makes it onto a lifeboat. On the lifeboat, Pi must learn to survive in the harsh conditions of the ocean, while also dealing with the presence of Richard Parker, who poses a constant threat to his safety. However, over time, Pi and Richard Parker develop a strange sort of companionship, and Pi learns to respect and understand the tiger's wild nature. Throughout the novel, Martel explores the themes of love and survival through Pi's experiences on the lifeboat. Pi must learn to love and respect Richard Parker in order to survive, and he also draws on his own inner strength and resilience to endure the hardships of life at sea. At the heart of Life of Pi is the idea that love is a powerful force that can help us to overcome even the most difficult challenges. Pi's love for Richard Parker allows him to see beyond the tiger's dangerous nature, and to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the natural world. In addition, Pi's love for his family and his faith in God give him the strength to endure the hardships of life on the lifeboat and to never give up hope. Martel also explores the idea that survival is not just a physical struggle, but also a mental and emotional one. Pi must learn to overcome his fear and his despair in order to survive, and he draws on his own inner strength and resilience to do so. Moreover, the novel also explores the idea that life is full of challenges and uncertainties, but that it is through our ability to adapt and to find meaning in the world around us that we are able to survive and to thrive. In conclusion, Jan Martel's Life of Pi is a novel that explores the themes of love and survival through the story of a young Indian boy who is stranded on a lifeboat with a Bengal tiger. The novel demonstrates the power of love to overcome even the most difficult challenges, and the importance of inner strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Through Pi's experiences on the lifeboat, Martel also explores the idea that survival is not just a physical struggle, but also a mental and emotional one, and that our ability to adapt and to find meaning in the world around us is crucial to our ability to survive and to thrive. Additionally, Life of Pi also raises questions about the nature of reality and the role of storytelling in our lives. Throughout the novel, Pi tells multiple versions of his story, each one slightly different from the last. This raises the question of which version of Pi's story is true, and whether it even matters. Martel suggests that the truth is often subjective and that our perception of reality is shaped by our own experiences and beliefs. Pai's ability to tell different versions of his story reflects the complexity of the human experience and the ways in which we construct our own narratives to make sense of the world around us. Furthermore, the role of storytelling in the novel highlights the power of the imagination to shape our perception of reality. Pai's ability to tell stories helps him to cope with the difficulties of life on the lifeboat and to find meaning in the world around him. It also suggests that storytelling is an essential part of the human experience, and that it has the power to connect us with others, and to help us to understand ourselves and our place in the world. In addition to these themes, Life of Pi also explores the relationship between humans and nature. Pai's experiences on the lifeboat highlight the ways in which humans are both a part of and separate from the natural world. Pi must learn to respect and understand the wild nature of Richard Parker in order to survive, and he also draws on the natural world for sustenance and comfort. Through Pai's experiences, Martel suggests that humans have a responsibility to care for and protect the natural world, and that our relationship with nature is essential to our own survival and well-being. Overall, Life of Pi is a novel that explores a wide range of themes, including love, survival, storytelling, the nature of reality, and our relationship with the natural world. Through the story of Pai's experiences on the lifeboat, Martel demonstrates the power of love to overcome even the most difficult challenges, and the importance of inner strength, resilience, and adaptability in the face of adversity. Moreover, the novel highlights the role of storytelling in our lives and the ways in which our perception of reality is shaped by our own experiences and beliefs. Another important theme in Life of Pi is the exploration of faith and spirituality. Pai's curiosity about religion and his desire to understand the nature of God are central to the novel. Pai's journey through different religions and his eventual embracing of all of them reflects the idea that there is no one path to spirituality and that each individual must find their own way. Additionally, Pai's faith in God is a crucial factor in his survival on the lifeboat. His belief in a higher power gives him the strength to endure the hardships of life at sea and to never give up hope. Martel suggests that faith can be a powerful force that can help us to find meaning and purpose in our lives, even in the most difficult circumstances. However, the novel also raises questions about the limits of faith and the ways in which it can be tested. Pai's experiences on the lifeboat challenge his faith in God, and he must grapple with the idea that a loving God could allow such suffering to occur. Through Pai's experiences, Martel explores a complex relationship between faith and reason, and suggests that both are essential to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Martel suggests that faith can provide us with a sense of purpose and meaning, while reason can help us to navigate the complexities of the world around us. Moreover, the novel also explores the idea that the human experience is shaped by the stories that we tell ourselves. Pai's ability to create his own narrative and to find meaning in his experiences reflects the idea that our perception of reality is shaped by the stories that we tell ourselves. Through Pai's story, Martel suggests that the human experience is a complex and multifaceted one, and that it is shaped by a wide range of factors, including love, faith, storytelling, and our relationship with the natural world. In conclusion, Life of Pi is a novel that explores a wide range of themes, including love, survival, faith, and the power of storytelling. Through Pai's experiences on the lifeboat, Martell demonstrates the power of love and faith to help us overcome even the most difficult challenges. And the importance of inner strength, resilience, and adaptability in the face of adversity. Moreover, the novel highlights the role of storytelling in shaping our perception of reality and the ways in which our experiences are shaped by a wide range of factors. Life of Pi is a powerful exploration of the human experience, and it demonstrates the complexity and richness of the human spirit. Another important theme in Life of Pi is the exploration of the human capacity for violence and cruelty. Pi witnesses the brutality of human nature in multiple instances throughout the novel. The impact of Game of Thrones on contemporary art and entertainment. Game of Thrones, or Tro Choi Vuong Huyen in Vietnamese, is a television series that has had a profound impact on contemporary art and entertainment. Based on George R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire book series, the show premiered in 2011 and quickly became a cultural phenomenon, captivating audiences around the world with its intricate plot lines, complex characters, and stunning visuals. Over the course of its 8 seasons, Game of Thrones has had a significant impact on the world of art and entertainment, influencing everything from fashion and design to music and literature. One of the most significant ways in which Game of Thrones has influenced contemporary art and entertainment is through its impact on television as a medium. Prior to the show's premiere, television was often seen as a lesser form of entertainment, with movies and books considered the more prestigious and artistic mediums. However, Game of Thrones helped to change this perception, with its high production values, complex storytelling, and cinematic scope, helping to elevate television to a new level of artistic and cultural significance. Today, television is widely recognized as a legitimate and important art form, with numerous acclaimed shows challenging traditional notions of what television can be. Another important way in which Game of Thrones has influenced contemporary art and entertainment is through its impact on fashion and design. The show's elaborate costumes, intricate sets, and stunning visual effects have inspired countless designers and artists, with the show's influence felt in everything from haute couture to home decor. The show's use of historical and fantastical imagery has also helped to establish a new aesthetic in contemporary design, with elements of medieval, Gothic, and fantasy styles being incorporated into everything from fashion to interior design. In addition to its impact on fashion and design, Game of Thrones has also had a significant influence on music and literature. The show's iconic musical score, composed by Ramin Djawadi, has become instantly recognizable to fans of the series. With its haunting melodies and driving rhythms helping to establish the show's distinctive and powerful atmosphere. The show's impact on literature has also been significant, with Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire book series inspiring countless other works of fantasy literature and helping to establish the genre as a mainstream and popular form of literature. Finally, Game of Thrones has also had a significant impact on the business of entertainment, with the show's massive success helping to establish a new era of prestige and quality in television and film. The show's popularity has also spawned numerous spin-offs, merchandise lines, and other forms of media, creating a massive and lucrative industry that has helped to establish Game of Thrones as one of the most successful and influential works of entertainment of all time. In conclusion, Game of Thrones is a seminal work of art and entertainment that has had a profound impact on contemporary culture. Through its influence on television, fashion and design, music and literature, and the business of entertainment, the show has helped to shape the world of art and entertainment in countless ways, inspiring and influencing countless other works of art. Whether through its iconic music, stunning visuals, or complex storytelling, Game of Thrones remains a powerful and enduring work of art that continues to captivate and inspire audiences around the world. Another important way in which Game of Thrones has influenced contemporary art and entertainment is through its exploration of social and political themes. The show is known for its complex and nuanced portrayal of power, politics, and social inequality. With characters from different backgrounds and social classes coming together to fight for their rights and survival. This emphasis on social justice and political commentary has helped to establish the importance of these themes in contemporary art and entertainment, inspiring other works to explore similar issues and themes. In addition to its social and political themes, Game of Thrones has also had a significant impact on the way in which stories are told in contemporary art and entertainment. The show's use of multiple narrative threads, complex character arcs, and intricate world building has helped to establish a new standard for storytelling in television and film, challenging traditional notions of linear narrative and character development. This has paved the way for a new generation of artists and storytellers to push the boundaries of storytelling and explore new forms of narrative expression. Another important aspect of Game of Thrones that has influenced contemporary art and entertainment is its treatment of violence and sexuality. The show is known for its graphic and often controversial depictions of violence and sex, with scenes of rape, torture, and murder sparking debate and controversy among audiences and critics alike. While some have criticized the show's use of violence and sex as gratuitous and exploitative, others have praised its frank and honest portrayal of these complex and often taboo subjects. Finally, Game of Thrones has also had a significant impact on the way in which audiences engage with and consume art and entertainment. The show's massive and dedicated fan base has helped to establish a new form of fan culture, with fans creating fan fiction, fan art, and other forms of fan expression to engage with and explore the show's themes and characters. This has helped to establish a new era of fan engagement and participation, with fans playing an increasingly important role in shaping the direction and success of contemporary art and entertainment. In conclusion, Game of Thrones is a seminal work of art and entertainment that has had a profound and lasting impact on contemporary culture. Through its exploration of social and political themes, its innovative storytelling techniques, its treatment of controversial subjects, and its influence on fan culture, the show has helped to shape the world of art and entertainment in countless ways, inspiring and influencing countless other works of art. Whether through its complex characters, stunning visuals, or provocative themes, Game of Thrones remains a powerful and enduring work of art that continues to captivate and inspire audiences around the world. Another way in which Game of Thrones has influenced contemporary art and entertainment is through its use of diverse representation. The show features a wide range of characters from different ethnicities, cultures, and backgrounds, with many of these characters playing important and complex roles in the show's narrative. This emphasis on diversity and representation has helped to establish the importance of these issues in contemporary art and entertainment, inspiring other works to feature more diverse and inclusive characters and storylines. In addition to its emphasis on diversity and representation, Game of Thrones has also had a significant impact on the world of cosplay and fan culture. The show's elaborate costumes, intricate sets, and iconic characters have inspired countless fans to create their own costumes and props, with cosplay becoming a major part of the show's fan culture. This has helped to establish a new era of fan engagement and participation, with fans playing an increasingly important role in shaping the direction and success of contemporary art and entertainment. Another important way in which Game of Thrones has influenced contemporary art and entertainment is through its use of mythology and folklore. The show draws heavily on traditional myths and legends, incorporating elements of Norse, Celtic, and other mythological traditions into its narrative and world-building. This has helped to establish a new form of modern mythology, with Game of Thrones becoming a cultural touchstone for fans of mythology and folklore around the world. Finally, Game of Thrones has also had a significant impact on the way in which audiences engage with and consume media.
Gabriel Garcia Marquez is one of the most prominent authors in the Latin American literary world. His unique writing style has captivated readers for decades, and his work has been recognized with numerous awards, including the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1982. In his novel 100 Years of Solitude, Marquez creates a vivid and magical world that is deeply rooted in the culture and history of Latin America. In this essay, I will analyze Marquez's writing style in his novel The Autumn of the Patriarch, focusing on his use of language, imagery, and narrative techniques. The first thing that strikes readers about Marquez's writing style is his use of language. He often employs long and complex sentences, which can be difficult to follow at times. However, this complexity is intentional and serves to create a sense of richness and depth in his prose. Marquez's sentences are filled with descriptive details that paint a vivid picture of the world he is depicting. He also frequently uses repetition and parallel structure, which adds to the rhythmic quality of his writing. Another key aspect of Marquez's writing style is his use of imagery. He often describes objects and scenes in a way that is both vivid and surreal. For example, in The Autumn of the Patriarch, he describes the palace of the dictator as a labyrinth of stone and glass, of patios and fountains, of galleries and halls, of staircases that climbed and descended without rhyme or reason, like the games of chance in a casino. This description not only creates a vivid image in the reader's mind, but it also conveys a sense of the chaotic and unpredictable nature of the dictator's regime. Marquez's use of narrative techniques is also noteworthy. He frequently employs a nonlinear narrative structure, jumping back and forth in time and between different characters' perspectives. This can be disorienting at first, but it ultimately creates a sense of complexity and depth in his storytelling. Marquez also often blurs the line between reality and fantasy, incorporating elements of magical realism into his work. In The Autumn of the Patriarch, for example, the dictator is depicted as being immortal and possessing supernatural powers. Continuing on the analysis of Gabriel Garcia Marquez's writing style in his novel The Autumn of the Patriarch, it's worth mentioning the importance of the themes and motifs that permeate his work. Marquez often explores topics such as power, corruption, love, and death, and his writing is infused with a sense of magical realism that blurs the lines between reality and fantasy. One of the key motifs in The Autumn of the Patriarch is the idea of memory and forgetting. The novel revolves around the life of a dictator who has ruled for so long that he is both revered and despised by his people. The narrative is structured in a way that jumps back and forth in time, and this technique allows Marquez to explore the ways in which memory and forgetting shape our understanding of the world. The novel is filled with vivid descriptions of the dictator's opulent palace, his military parades, and his encounters with various politicians and dignitaries. Yet, despite all this spectacle, there is a sense of emptiness and decay that pervades the narrative. Another key aspect of Marquez's writing style is his use of symbolism. Throughout The Autumn of the Patriarch, he employs a wide range of symbols to convey his themes and ideas. For example, the palace itself is a symbol of the dictator's power and opulence, but it is also a prison from which he cannot escape. Similarly, the sea, which surrounds the island on which the novel takes place, is both a source of life and a reminder of the isolation and loneliness that the characters experience. Marquez's writing is also characterized by his use of humor and satire. Despite the serious nature of his themes, he often injects moments of levity into his prose. For example, in one scene in The Autumn of the Patriarch, the dictator is depicted as having a conversation with a parrot, who mimics his words and phrases. This scene is both humorous and surreal, but it also serves to underscore the dictator's sense of loneliness and isolation. Worth mentioning the influence that Marquez's writing has had on Latin American literature and culture. His use of magical realism and his exploration of themes such as power and corruption have inspired countless writers and artists throughout the region. His writing has also had a profound impact on the political and social landscape of Latin America, as he has used his platform as a writer to speak out against injustice and inequality. Another prominent feature of Gabriel Garcia Marquez's writing style in The Autumn of the Patriarch is his use of magical realism. This literary genre is characterized by the inclusion of magical elements in an otherwise realistic narrative. Marquez often blurs the lines between reality and fantasy, and his work is infused with a sense of magic and wonder. For example, in one scene in the novel, the dictator is depicted as being able to read people's minds, while in another scene, a character is able to communicate with a tree. Marquez's use of magical realism serves to create a sense of the surreal and the otherworldly, and it allows him to explore his themes and ideas in a more imaginative and symbolic way. By infusing his work with magic and wonder, Marquez is able to highlight the fantastical nature of human existence and to reveal the hidden mysteries of the world around us. Another important aspect of Marquez's writing style is his use of sensory details. He often describes sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures in a way that is both vivid and evocative. For example, in one scene in The Autumn of the Patriarch, Marquez describes the dictator's opulent palace in great detail, highlighting the smells of the flowers in the gardens, the sound of the fountains, and the taste of the exotic fruits that are served to the guests. By using sensory details in this way, Marquez is able to create a more immersive and engaging world for his readers. Marquez's writing style is also characterized by his use of repetition and parallel structure. He often repeats certain phrases or motifs throughout his work, creating a sense of rhythm and musicality in his prose. This technique is particularly evident in The Autumn of the Patriarch, where he often repeats phrases such as the solitude of power and the weight of memory. By using repetition in this way, Marquez is able to create a sense of continuity and unity in his work. Worth noting the emotional impact of Marquez's writing. His work is often deeply affecting, and he has a talent for conveying the full range of human emotion in his prose. Whether he is describing the joy of love or the despair of loss, Marquez's writing is imbued with a sense of empathy and compassion. He is able to create characters that feel real and fully fleshed out, and his writing is able to touch the hearts of his readers in a profound way. One of the most notable aspects of Gabriel Garcia Marquez's writing style in The Autumn of the Patriarch is his use of symbolism. Throughout the novel, Marquez employs a wide range of symbols to convey his themes and ideas. For example, the dictator's palace is a symbol of his power and opulence, but it is also a symbol of his isolation and entrapment. The sea, which surrounds the island on which the novel takes place, is a symbol of both life and death, representing the endless cycles of nature.
Adventure novels have been around for centuries, but it was not until the publication of Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn that the genre truly became a literary force. Published in 1884, the novel follows the journey of a young boy named Huckleberry Finn and his friend Jim, a runaway slave, as they travel down the Mississippi River in search of freedom. The book was revolutionary in its time, and its impact on the adventure novel genre can still be felt today. In this essay, we will explore the development of adventure novels through the lens of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The early days of adventure novels. Before the publication of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, adventure novels were primarily written for young boys. These novels often featured young protagonists who embarked on exciting quests and faced danger and adversity along the way. These stories were typically set in far-off lands and were intended to entertain and inspire young readers. Some of the earliest examples of adventure novels include Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe, Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift, and The Swiss Family Robinson by Johann David Wyss. The influence of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. When Mark Twain published The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn in 1884, he forever changed the landscape of adventure novels. The book was not only entertaining, but it also tackled important social issues of the time, such as racism and slavery. The character of Huckleberry Finn was not the typical adventure novel protagonist. He was a flawed and complex character who struggled with issues of morality and ethics. His relationship with Jim, a runaway slave, was groundbreaking for its time and challenged the prevailing attitudes toward slavery and race. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn was also notable for its use of dialect. Twain's decision to write the dialogue in the dialect of the time and place in which the story was set added to the authenticity of the novel and made the characters more relatable to readers. This use of dialect would later become a common feature in adventure novels. The legacy of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn has had a lasting impact on the adventure novel genre. It paved the way for future novels that tackled important social issues and featured flawed and complex protagonists. The use of dialect has also become a common feature in adventure novels, as it adds to the authenticity of the characters and the setting. One notable example of a novel that was influenced by the adventures of Huckleberry Finn is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Like Huck Finn, Holden Caulfield is a flawed and complex character who struggles with issues of morality and ethics. The novel also features the use of dialect, which adds to the authenticity of the characters and the setting. In addition to its impact on the adventure novel genre, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn also had a significant influence on American literature as a whole. The novel was groundbreaking in its use of vernacular language and dialect, which was a departure from the more formal style of writing that was popular at the time. This stylistic choice allowed Twain to capture the nuances of Southern speech and culture, and it also made the characters and setting more relatable to readers. Furthermore, the novel's portrayal of race and racism was ahead of its time. Twain's decision to portray Jim, a black man, as a complex and sympathetic character challenged the prevailing attitudes toward slavery and race in the 19th century. The book's message of equality and human dignity continues to resonate with readers today. Beyond its literary significance, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn also played an important role in American history. The novel was published in the wake of the Civil War and the abolition of slavery, and it helped to shape the cultural landscape of the Reconstruction era. It was a powerful statement against the injustices of slavery and a call for greater social equality and understanding. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn has also had a lasting impact on popular culture. The character of Huck Finn has become an enduring figure in American folklore, and his story has been adapted into countless films, television shows, and stage productions. The novel's themes of freedom, adventure, and self-discovery continue to captivate audiences of all ages and backgrounds. One of the most significant aspects of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is its portrayal of American society in the mid-19th century. Through Huck's journey down the Mississippi River with Jim, Twain provides a vivid and unflinching portrait of the social and cultural landscape of the time. The novel explores issues such as class, gender, and morality, and it presents a complex and nuanced view of American society that was rare for its time. One of the most striking examples of this is Twain's portrayal of Southern society and culture. Through the character of Huck, who is a product of his environment, the novel highlights the hypocrisy and contradictions of Southern values and traditions. At the same time, however, the novel also recognizes the humanity and dignity of the people who live within this society, including Jim and the other characters that Huck encounters on his journey. Another important theme in The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is the idea of freedom. For Huck, freedom means the ability to make his own choices and to live life on his own terms, free from the constraints of society and its rules. This theme is also embodied in the character of Jim, whose quest for freedom is central to the novel's plot. Through these characters, Twain presents a powerful commentary on the nature of freedom and the role that it plays in American society. Finally, it is worth noting that The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is a deeply personal novel for Twain. As a native of Missouri, Twain was intimately familiar with the world that he portrays in the novel, and his own experiences undoubtedly influenced his portrayal of Huck and Jim. Moreover, Twain's own views on race and society are evident in the novel's themes and characters. And his decision to write the book in dialect reflects his desire to capture the true essence of Southern culture and speech. Another important aspect of the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is its representation of the natural world. Throughout the novel, Twain portrays the Mississippi River and the surrounding wilderness as a place of freedom, adventure, and self-discovery. For Huck and Jim, the river represents a refuge from the constraints of society, and it serves as a symbol of the limitless possibilities of the natural world. This portrayal of nature is significant for a number of reasons. First, it reflects the cultural and intellectual movements of the time, such as Transcendentalism and Romanticism, which celebrated the beauty and power of the natural world. Second, it reinforces the novel's themes of freedom and self-discovery, which are linked to the idea of the individual breaking free from the constraints of society and embracing the natural world. In addition to its portrayal of nature, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn also contains a number of literary innovations that have had a lasting impact on American literature. For example, the novel's use of first-person narration and its focus on the interior life of the protagonist were groundbreaking for their time. And they helped to pave the way for the development of the modern novel. Similarly, the novel's use of humor and satire was also ahead of its time. Twain's ability to skewer the hypocrisies and contradictions of American society through his witty and irreverent prose was a major influence on later writers such as Kurt Vonnegut and Joseph Heller.